And yes, it took me this long to catch up with the protest because they were marching up, marching down avenues, marching up, marching down streets, but I finally caught up to them. So let's take a look right now. I'm near some pro-Israeli supporters, and up ahead are the pro-Palestinian protesters. You can see, we got some pro-Israeli protesters here. No, I was just saying we got some pro-Israeli protesters here. Good to see you again. It took me a while to find everyone. So we finally found everyone. So we got the pro-Israeli protesters here, and then directly in front of us, we have the pro-Palestine, anti-Israel protesters up in front of us. But we're going to catch up to everyone. As you can see, the pro-Israeli supporters, not that many, but ahead of us is a great amount of protesters marching up these streets, and it did take me quite a while to finally locate them. I ended up following a bunch of NYPD officers, and we kept doing a bunch of turns and rights and lefts and up streets and down avenues, and finally was able to catch up with them. So, for everyone that's returning, I am AG. This is Cross the Line Radio, hosted by Captain Tazariak and Captain Kataza. I'm also filming for the XP show, the Experience show. You can also find on YouTube. Just type in @REAL XP show, Real XP show. You'll be able to subscribe as well. But right now we're on Cross the Line Radio, going live in Times Square, believe it or not. We've been walking all over the city. Let's get some of this. People here, Jewish people who are anti-Israel or anti-Zionism, anti-Zionists, and they are pro-Palestinian. So we're getting closer. Let me just show you everything that's going on. Please share the live. Everyone, please share the live. It is a huge mess out here. Walking down in Times Square. And we're going down 7th Avenue. We're going down 7th Avenue. NYPD is on high alert because of the mass protests and the streets that the protesters are occupying. But yeah, this is the middle of 7th Avenue in Times Square. Traffic has been stopped. We have people on the sidelines just watching the protest as it unfolds. And here we are. We're back in the midst of the protest, which is good. It took us a while to find everyone again. So let's see if we can engage some people or just capture some real moments of this protest. A lot of people out in Times Square. Oh, it looks like it looks like everyone is gathering here. See a bunch of signs. Traditional Jews. So they're chanting "Hands off the Middle East." This is happening right now in Times Square. Excuse me. See if I get some good views. Get a different high angle. Share the live, share the live. This is everyone marching through. Money for people's needs, not war with Iran. AnswerCoalition.org. There's a lot of people here. And hopefully when we get to a stationary place, we can ask some people some questions again. So this is the protest that started off at Bryant Park in front of the New York Public Library, right there in Times Square. And this war and this protest was about the heightened tensions and the recent events between Israel and Iran. Many people are out here not in support of the United States taking a position in the war between Israel and Iran. They want U.S. to remove itself from the Middle East. Let's see if we can get around all of this. I can use a Gatorade right about now. So here we are. We're just gonna capture some footage, everyone. See what everyone is talking about. I'm gonna let y'all listen to the crowd for a bit.
No more money for Israel's crime. From the belly of the beast. From the belly of the beast. Hands off the Middle East. Hands off the Middle East. From the belly of the beast. From the belly of the beast. Hands off the Middle East. Hands off the Middle East. We want justice, you say how? We want justice, you say how? Hands off, you don't know. Hands off, you don't know. We want justice, you say how? We want justice, you say how? Hands off, you don't know. 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 We want justice, you say how? We want justice, you say how? Hands off, you don't know. Hands off, you don't know. We want justice, you say how? We want justice, you say how? Stop bombing, you don't know. Stop bombing, you don't know. We want justice, you say how? We want justice, you say how? Hands off, you don't know. Hands off, you don't know. We want justice, you say how? We want justice, you say how? Stop bombing, you don't know. Stop bombing, you don't know. From the belly of the beast. From the belly of the beast. Hands off the Middle East. Hands off the Middle East. From the belly of the beast. From the belly of the beast. Hands off the Middle East. Hands off the Middle East. Not another nickel, not another dime. Not another nickel, not another dime. No more money for Israel's crime. No more money for Israel's crime. Not another penny, not another dime. Not another penny, not another dime. No more money for Israel's slaughter.
Let's see if we can go around.
We want justice, you say how? We want justice, you say how? Hands off, you don't know. Hands off, you don't know. We want justice, you say how? We want justice, you say how? Hands off, you don't know. 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 Say hands off, you don't know. Hands off, you don't know. New York City, make some noise. Make some noise. I need to hear more. I need to hear one more time. New York City, make some noise. Today, we took to the streets. The people of this city, Iranians, Palestinians, working people, doctors, nurses, every sector of society, look around you. This represents the will of the people of our city. We know that the will of the people of our city is not for more U.S. Zionist adventuristic wars in the Arab, Iranian, Middle Eastern region. We took to the streets today because as we speak, Donald Trump is gearing up for a clear, direct United States involvement in this war. He's laying the plans.
He's rallying Congress. He's fighting through these political gaps. And make no mistakes, brothers and sisters, this is not a U.S. entry to the war. Since the 61st day after the negotiations, the day Israel began its illegal criminal aggression on Iran, Trump and the rest of his administration have been clear what their level of involvement is.
Shame!
Support with weapons, diplomatic assistance, intelligence, planning, strategic support. This is a United States war on Iran. This is a United States war on Iran, just as Israel's genocide on Palestine, on the Palestinian people of Gaza, is a United States genocide. Over the last 5 days, the U.S. and Israel have martyred more than 200 Iranians, 90% of them children. Endless strikes on civilian areas, on people's homes, while they're sleeping, while they're attempting to carry out an ordinary, normal life. And at the same time, these bloodthirsty war criminals have still been intensifying their attacks on Gaza, still carrying out humanitarian massacres, so-called, still horrifically gunning people down as they wait to fill their empty stomachs with any small portion of food that they can get. This is what they want in Gaza. This is what they want in Iran. This is what they want for the entire Arab region, for the entire Middle East, and ultimately, brothers and sisters, for the people of the world. But are you going to stand for that? Are you going to stand for that? Are you going to stand for that? Will you let Donald Trump, Marco Rubio, Pete Hegseth, and whoever else speak in your name and say that this war is for your safety? Will you sit silent as they drag us closer to what could be World War III? Or will you fight? Will you fight? Will you continue to fight? Especially in New York City, brothers and sisters. As we march today, we pass through streets called Yitzhak Rabin. We passed by blocks called Golda Meir. We're in the home of Donald Trump, brothers and sisters. It's clear not only what our government, our country, wants to do in this region, but also our city. Eric Adams has signed an agreement to expand business collaboration with Israel. In the last mayoral debate, every single candidate pledged, with the exception of one, pledged their first trip would be to Israel. The one candidate who didn't was endlessly pressed. We must continue to organize right here. We must continue to be in the streets to march every single day. And brothers and sisters, I'm going to close with a call to action. I want every single person who came today, I want every single person who rejects U.S. war on Iran, rejects genocide in Palestine, and stands for justice and freedom to turn out to the Monday meeting at the People's Forum to get organized. Monday, 6:30. Monday, 6:30. I see everybody Monday, 6:30. Have a good night, and let's close out with one more chant as loud as we possibly can. We want justice, you say how? Hands up Iran now! We want justice, you say how? Hands up Iran now! Hands up Iran now! Hands up Iran now! Have a good night, everybody.
Okay, so I guess that's the protest coming to an end. And we were out here since 6 o'clock earlier. We were out here since 6 o'clock earlier. It took a while to catch up with the rest of the protests. But let's see if we can stick around. Let's see if we can go talk to some people, get some opinions out here. Hold on, they're saying there's some confrontation. Let's get this.
The last thing that the Middle East needs is a white leftard from America to come tell them what to do.
You were going to get my friends killed! Peace! You're fucking around finding out! You're fucking around finding out! You're gonna get my friends killed! And you should be dead instead! You should die in Israel! You need to go away right now!
Okay, let's go. Begging for my money!
No one's begging for your money! No one's begging for your money! You are broke!
Officer, why do you let them get so close? I'm sorry. Because I'm sorry. I'm standing behind you. Thank you. We love Israel. We like apartheid. We like American money. We like genocide. We call it Jewish. We like Jewish values. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. We want justice, you say how.
Dispersing.
End the occupation now.
We want justice, you say how.
We want justice, you say how.
Hands off Iran now.
Hands off Iran now. What money is worth? Free Palestine.
Just some genocide supporters.
I believe in an apartheid state. You don't want to get any energy first.
Israel's a genocide state.
Fuck Israel! Fuck Israel! Free Palestine!
The answer is Jesus.
Why?
Because he went to the cross, and it's only by his salvation. It's not by anything we can do. It's not by anything. It's not about anything we talk about. It's not anything we fight about. It's only by the redemption of Jesus.
Yo, Joe!
Yo.
What am I? That's what they do. You're
very long, bro.
No, they're here. They can protest.
They don't do the resetting. No, you're right. What are they sitting for? They don't know.
If you have any brain cells, to go search the web about the situation, you seem like a smart guy. Go search up anything accurate. You seem like a smart dude. Get a grip.
Hey folks, that's it. Hey, officer, you can pick one sidewalk or the other, that's it. Everyone's got to get up on the sidewalk, pick one or the other. Let's go, guys. You want to get up on the sidewalk? Go ahead.
They're just wasting our time.
I'm not.
Let's see you on Monday, 6:30 at the People's Forum. We're going to keep building the movement. Fuck them.
One side or the other. That's it. One sidewalk or the other, guys.
Right?
All right, so it looked like there was just a little bit of a very small confrontation between pro-Israel and pro-Palestine, pro-Middle East. Yeah. So what's going on, Chad? I'm AG. This is Cross the Line Radio, hosted by Captains Tazariak and Kataza. I'm also streaming for the XP Show on YouTube. That's at Real XP Show. Go subscribe, leave a comment. But listen, if you guys have any questions, maybe I can ask some people here the questions that you guys have.
Love you, fly, love you, fly, love you, fly,
Oh, let me see if I can ask this guy a question.
Bye, go home.
You mind if I don't know. I'm sorry to interrupt you all. Do you mind if I ask you all some questions? Yeah?
Depends.
Depends on what? What does depend on?
I don't know. What's your question? What's your question?
My question is, as American citizens, why is it important to support Israel in this particular conflict?
Israel is the only democracy in the Middle East in a sea of Islamic fundamentalism. It doesn't mean anything about religion. It's about understanding that America and Israel are united together and standing against hate. And I understand that it looks like, and it can look like something that you might not agree with, but to understand that to be free in the Middle East, Israel is the only country where you can. Israel is the only country where you can be gay, where you can be...
You want to go to Starbucks?
I'll go to Starbucks. But Israel's the only country in the Middle East where you can be gay, where you can be free, where you can go into government regardless of any religion that you are in. It welcomes every religion. It doesn't matter like who you are. To say it's an apartheid state, to say it's anything, it's free. And America stands with the free. And that's why I support Israel.
What about the idea of allowing people to live how they want to live? You know, like if people in Iraq have been living a certain way for X amount of centuries, or in Iran or in Syria, why can we just allow them to live the way they've been living?
I don't want them to. Do you want to answer this?
Repeat the question.
Why can't we just be satisfied with allowing people to live how they want to live in the Middle East? For example, let Syria live the way it's been living. Let Iran live the way it wants to be living. Let Iraq,
Yeah, I have an answer. So, okay. So, are you phrasing the question like, why? Is this like a question like why Israel's doing what it's doing to Iran?
I know the question. So, in my opinion, to say, it's their culture, right? Is that your question? Yeah. It's interesting because we as a culture and this movement that I so once stood for, that I still stand for, in order to say, we want freedom. We want people to have equal rights. We want women to be free. We don't want to oppress our women. We don't want to rape our women. That is something in the West that we have the privilege of being able to walk around the streets with my hair showing. I have that privilege. And to say it's their culture, why aren't we condemning? In my opinion, I don't believe that that's feminist. Feminism, in Iran right now. Iran is wildly suppressing their own women, with Masa Amini, what happened in the start of the women life freedom movement. We want to support the women. And I'm going from a woman's perspective because I am a woman, not a woman, but I am a woman. And I don't think that we can make peace in the Middle East like all of us want if we can't get to a place where we can be free. And I know we all want freedom, but it's different, I guess.
I appreciate you sharing that with me as well. What about women who feel that they're not oppressed and they want to live in that particular culture without interference from people like you and me living here in the States?
So I have worked with a lot of Iranian women, I've worked. I've interviewed them. I wrote a piece on the women's life freedom movement and October 7th and how these movements are like Iran is basically oppressing like an axis of power and essentially they're like a ring of fire against Israel essentially. And their axis of power affects everyone. What was your question?
My question was, you shared your opinion and how you felt about being a woman here in America and having the right to freedom. But what about the women living over there that like the culture that they live in and don't want to have our views, America's views imposed on them?
I think that this is an opportunity to actually talk to the women that you believe are like happy. Because I think there's a difference, like let's take hijabis for a second. There's a difference between choosing to wear a hijab and forced hijab. There's a difference between wanting to be part of this and wanting to wear the hijab and having no choice and not being able to use your voice. And I think that the advice that I would give is ask the women. Ask the women if they feel safe. And I would say the majority of them don't. And I've talked to many Iranian women.
I'm not religious.
And they don't feel safe. They don't want to go back there.
I'm always gonna fucking defend Israel.
Yeah.
Now,
And that's what we defend.
I want to ask.
You
You mind if I capture your conversation?
Yeah, sure. Should I hold it? Yeah, we're just talking about how when they come out here, they don't have the same intentions as us. When we come out here, we have our brothers were burned in Israel. Our sisters were raped in Israel. The children, whatever, all things happened in Israel. They come here, they don't know what they're talking about. They see some shit on TikTok. They come here out here like zombies, like sheep to a herder. They come out here thinking they're all right. You ask any of them, they're all brainless fuck. Sorry, brainless people. That's all I have to say. Yeah, all you.
I think if there was an opportunity and people were open to communicating, they would see that we actually all care about human life, and we are October 7th was horrible, and if we were able to communicate and see eye to eye, there would be space to say we all care about human life. Why can't you condemn what happened on October 7th? Why can't you condemn the rapes?
Cross the Line Radio. And right now, 2,000.
Damn. Hey.
To all the 2,000 viewers out there, I beg you guys to just do a tiny bit of research, and I don't know how you wouldn't see that we're on the right side. It's the shit that happened is so inherently wrong. I don't know, just do your responsibility, do a little research, just a tiny bit, just like the tip of the iceberg. I promise you'll see we're right. It's a fact. Has been proven time and time again. That's all I have to say.
I want to ask you a question afterwards.
I'm saying, if you look into it, you can see that we did nothing wrong. They hit us first. You can see as Hamas, they came at us first. We attacked back, obviously, as self-defense. If somebody would hit you, you'd hit back. And we even give warnings every single time that that we plan on bombing or like trying to get a leader. You see, they put flyers and everything 24 hours in advance. They say, do not be here. We do not want to attack any innocent, but them, they don't give a fuck. They'll put their kid in front of them. They don't care at all. They'll put their kid in front of them as a shield. You know how sick that is? If you think about it, imagine for the people that have a kid, imagine if you had a kid and you're putting that in front of you as a protective shield. Think about it for a second. Just think about it for a second. We're right. You do a little bit of research, a tiny bit of research, that's it. You'll know that we're right. That's it. Don't do any corrupt shit. You go to TikTok, yeah, bro, TikTok's freaking brainwashed as shit. You go on TikTok, you'll see the most retarded stuff. You actually look into it, you actually look into the proper news channels, you'll see who's right.
So my question for you, if you don't mind, my question for you, right? Because when I look at you, I see a black man, right? Ethiopian.
Yes.
Okay. So as an Ethiopian, why is it important for you to stand with Israel?
Because what a lot of people don't understand. The first thing they like to say is that, oh, do you know what they did to black people? Which I refer to them as Ethiopians like myself. Yeah, they were rescued because of what was going on, what the Arabs were doing to people of color and are still doing to people of color. Am I saying all Arabs are like this, by the way? No. But the whole slave trade and the massacre that was going on against our skin tone by Arabs, nobody wants to talk about. Israel did a rescue operation and brought tens of thousands of us by airplane, by flight, over to Israel as a safe haven, and from there we reproduced. We lived our culture. We lived a happy life. You know, Israel is a very diverse group of people. It's not a monolith. So when people say, it's this white supremacist state, it's so untrue. It's just anti-Semitic. It's all groups of people in Israel. There's even Americans that go and work in Israel on a visa. So that's what I have to say.
Now, I don't want you to think it crossed the line radio.
Cross the line?
Cross the line radio. Now, I don't want to make this confrontational, but I had someone talk to me about this question I'm about to ask you, that involves the slave trade, right? What I can remember correctly was this person was trying to tell me that in America, some of the biggest slave owners were Jewish. Well, so if someone was to bring that to you,
That's a crazy spot.
But I said I don't want to sound confrontational, but I had someone tell me this, so I'm trying to see what is their response.
The Jews, I promise you, the Jews have no problem with any colored skin. So if you don't have to even specify that.
That's the last thing that they care about. It was just a conversation.
All I'm saying is that it's the last thing on Jewish minds is that they should care about the color of their skin, their inheritance. Jewish people take non-Jewish people and they turn them into, we call them gerim. We call them gerim. That means you could convert to our Judaism. That means you could convert to our Judaism no matter what ethnicity. You could be Indian, you could be black, you could be anything. All I'm saying is that we do not give a flying fuck what your ethnicity was, regardless of what your skin color is. I promise you that. I know people, Indian, Asian, black, African American. They do it all. They do it all, and it's the last thing that we're concerned about. And they should know that. You should know. Am Yisachar, baby.
Talk about that's the thing.
They just stay there like mindless, like zombies, dude. Well, what are you holding the flag for? What are you holding it for? Sounds stupid. I'm sorry. That's all. That's my piece.
Well, thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say one more thing. We went over to one of the guys. I want to hear his side. I want to hear what he got brainwashed with. Right? He said, "I don't know." He said, "I don't know. I'm just holding a flag."
That's what someone said.
Are you? Yeah, I promise you. You got ask him. He was right there. Does it make sense? Would you support something? Would you try to like protect and say all that stuff if you don't even know what you're saying? That's retarded. You think about it?
It sounds like a fucking idiot to me. I'll be honest.
Yeah, listen, have them get paid. So listen, I don't know.
Let her preach.
I want to be honest and say I really could have easily been on that side. I really want to. I went to Israel for 10 months. I've always had a connection to my Jewish identity, but I was very yeah, I'm Jewish. But I was very liberal, and I went to Israel on a gap year in between college, and I was there on October 7th. I was in Jerusalem, and I decided to stay. Because how dare I leave when these are people's lives that are suffering, and I know people who were killed. I know people who had their whole families lost. I know people whose kibbutzim they can't go back home. And fortunately, I got home safe, but not everyone else did. And here I am because I saw the way that we came together and I saw the culture that it was. And the culture is loving. We want peace. We want to live in peace. And here I am.
Any last words?
I mean, she cleared it up.
Well, I want to say thank you to you all. Be safe out here. I'm going to try to see what the opposite side have to say. I'm just here to be a neutral party and just gather as much information as possible. All right? Thank you very much. Be safe.
Thank you for being respectful.
No sweat. Absolutely.
That's what matters.
Take care. Excuse me, do you mind if I talk to you for a little bit?
Gassed, bro. I'm going to talk to you. I'm gassed. It's the end of the protest.
No sweat. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody. I'm sorry to interrupt your conversation. Could I interview you and get your opinions on how today went?
I got here at the very end.
Okay. How about yourself?
I don't think I don't know who you're with, but the story is not the protest. The story is what's going on.
You mind talking about it?
what do you like? I don't even think this is worth talking about. Like, it's so obvious. Like, this is so obvious that it's not even. It's just.
I think unnecessary death is is.
I don't think any Americans are confused about what's going on with Iran. Am I on camera right now?
Yeah, you want me to come on?
No, turn that shit off.
Okay. I appreciate it. Take care. Let's see. All right, there's some good interviews that we got. Let's see if we can keep talking to some more people out here. Let's see. Let's see. Who can we ask? Everyone, what's going on, everyone? This is AG. Trying to find some more people to speak with who feel like sharing their opinion on today. Let's see what this group of people over here have to say. Hey everybody, how are you all? Do you mind if I get an interview and ask you some questions and get your opinions on what's been going on?
My English is not so good. Sorry.
How about you? Anyone else? Okay, thank you.
We are Jews and we are against the occupation of Palestine. Because we are Jews, we are against the state of Israel, because Judaism is a religion and Zionism moved away from a religion to a nationalist movement. So we are against the state of Israel, we are against the whole occupation of Palestine. In the Jewish law, you are not allowed to steal, not allowed to kill other people, so we want to live in peace with the Palestinians like before the state of Israel.
So then, why do you think some Israelis are in support of what's going on? If everyone identifies as being Jewish and subscribing to Judaism, what's the separation between everyone?
Because some people are misleading. Some people educate wrong what is Judaism. And they educate as Judaism is a nationalist movement, so they want to protect themselves. But we know Judaism is not a nationalist movement. Judaism is a religion. We have to be true to the Torah, true to the God. And we believe we are now in exile. You are not allowed to take our own land before Messiah is coming.
Well, thank you very much. You all get home safe, okay? What happened?
You're working for somebody?
I'm with Cross the Line Radio. It's on YouTube. Cross the Line Radio. And I don't have a card. I'm gonna bring some next time I come out here. But Cross the Line Radio on YouTube and also Real XP Show on YouTube.
So you have something you can send us?
Have you have Instagram at all?
Yes.
Well, if you tell me that your Instagram, I'll have it recorded on my phone, and then when I go through the footage, I can add it, or I can just give you mine right now, and you can just save it on your phone. Okay. All right, everyone. I'm confounded. Can they explain why they are pro-Iran? I'm gonna see if I can speak to some people who can explain more on why they are pro-Iran. There is some people still around here in Times Square. I'm gonna try to approach some of them and see if they'll be kind enough to engage me in conversation and to share their thoughts on why they are pro-Iran. I'll see you guys later. All right. Let's keep going. Hold on, let's capture this.
Do some research before you fucking do that. What the fuck you doing with your life? What the fuck you doing with your life?
I mean this in the nicest way possible. Get a fucking grip.
Yo, get a job, bro. Look at you. You're fucking 70. Get a job.
It's so sad.
Get a fucking job. Get a brother. Oh, yeah, get a job. Get a job.
Good boy. Good boy. It should be all over you. Oh, good.
I'm Israel. I'm Israel. I'm Israel. You're sad. How? You have brothers living in Israel. How could you take the other side?
You kill innocent kids in Gaza. You are killing innocent
My
kids.
cousin got burnt in a fire. I'm waiting for all my family. Everyone. I don't agree with word, but my cousin got burnt in an oven.
Yes, for one Israeli, they died 10,000 Palestinians.
I'm with you guys. No one should die, but my cousin got burnt in an oven, so I'm fighting for what's right. You're with me?
It's not fair.
Jewish. My cousin got burnt in an oven on October 7th, and this is what we're out here dealing with.
Let's stick in with it.
It's crazy. All right.
I got him. I got him.
Excuse me.
Leave it alone.
Oh, leave it. Okay. Okay, you got it.
You can find our pages on our website. Our website is nkusa.org.
nkusa.org. Okay, and then I can find the contact information there.
Instagram, Facebook, everything.
Okay, thank you.
Why are you scared? Sir, behind the right car.
Good job. Maybe hit the gym a little bit. I'm Israel. I'm Israel. You're rallying against your brother. How could you rally against your brothers? Who research?
Akhi, you speak Yiddish. You speak Yiddish, you believe the wrong things.
God fucking hates you. That's what it comes down to.
Go to the side and stay over there. Whatever you guys want, not here.
That was NYPD separating the two different groups. It seemed like there was a bunch of them against the one man, so it's reasonable and understandable. I'm gonna try to engage him in conversation.
The real Jews never recognize the state of Israel at all.
No, why not? Because it's not supposed to be done until Armageddon, or
No, because
there's different reasons.
No, it's because it is like against our religion to have any sovereignty. The state of Israel is like a rebellion against God, because the God told for the Jewish people in exile. So we have to wait only godliness. We are forbidden to have any sovereignty. But the Zionist is a new philosophy founded 128 years ago to change the goal of Jews from a religion into a nationalistic movement, just about politics and just to oppress other peoples. And we know for a fact the Zionists, they create they made the hate in the world. They create the hate. They oppress other people in the world. They put bombs against other. And before the Zionists was the Arabs, and all the Arab countries was very good to Jewish people. I know that. I hear from all generation people, and so after also included in Palestine also was we was like family with the Arabs, So but just after they starting the hate, they starting to recognize the people.
Yeah, but is that not a promised land though? Israel is a promised land.
Yeah, right. The God promised the land for Abraham, Jacob, Isaac, but he says also only time when God give the land. If not, if he take us back, it's not the Jews. This is so according to our belief that after the civil destruction of the Holy Temple, we are like in exile. We have to be amongst nations around the world. We are forbidden to have any sovereignty.
Got it.
This is
So you're more against Israel than you are for Islamic Republic. Is that true?
Right. Right, because it's not because it is in the basically it is in the believer they have not right according our belief they don't have any rights to exist.
Yeah. So it's not about Islamic Republic. It's more about
It's a lot about
existing
religion.
Israel
When-
as an idea.
Let me be clear. When they call themselves Jews, if they say they are Jewish, they have Judaism is just a religion. It's not a nationalistic movement. It's not something It's just a religion. So if they say they are Jewish, they call it the state Israel the name of Jews. So they are forbidden to have any sovereignty.
Can I ask a question?
Sure. Yeah.
So is there a difference between someone who is Jewish and someone who is a Jew?
It's the same thing. Judaism is a religion of the Jews. It's just.
Just one more quick question: how many of Jewish people believe like how you believe, rather than the other side of it?
Yeah, it is the most people. How more religion they're more believing the real religion of Jews. They know that we are now in exile. Yeah.
So the more religious you are, you less believe into Israel as a state.
Yeah. You
Okay.
may not believe. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No believe in the state of Israel. Yeah.
Got it. Can I take a picture of you? Do you mind?
That was some good information. Thank you. Do you mind if I interview the two of you?
Oh, sure. For what?
Well, I'm with Cross the Line Radio and the XP Show. You can find them both on YouTube.
Oh.
And my name is AG.
AG Zahra.
What's your name again?
Zahra or Sarah or
Zahra?
Zara, whatever.
Okay. And you are? Chris. So if one of you would like to take the mic.
Oh, sure. Okay.
I would like to know what brought the two of you out here today.
As far as for us, just pretty much in support, both of course for Palestine and
Iran.
obviously for Iran as well.
I'm Iranian American.
What are your thoughts on what is happening between Israel and Iran right now?
Well, Israel has martyred innocent people. The first martyr was an Iranian little girl. Israel has murdered children. Israel has been murdering, it's murdered children, women, elderly, and men are important too. And Israel, that especially with children, children are so innocent that Israel has martyred children, many children.
Now, before I came out here, I saw a clip about Netanyahu saying that there was a clip someone made from now all the way from 1995 saying every few years he will say that Iran is like a couple of weeks away from having an atomic bomb or a couple of months away from having an atomic bomb. And it's been shown from 1995 up until now. And from what I know, I don't know if there's been any nuclear weapons or atomic weapons that Iran has had. So what is your thoughts about the what some would say is propaganda that is being used against Iran?
Iran,
sorry.
Iran. Well, no, it's okay. It's not that. It's that I want to say about that Iran, regardless of people disagreeing about the government, one thing that is good about the government in regards to following the Islamic principle of that nuclear bombs are not allowed because of the inhumane consequence, such as what happened to Japan. So it is not allowed for Muslims to have nuclear bombs. That has been made clear. There's been ruling issued in regards to that. So Iran is not going to have nuclear bomb, and Israel is the one that has nuclear bomb. Israel is the one who stole Palestine, who took Palestine in 1948. Israel is the one who should not exist, that the world has been turned upside down because Israel stole land, and there's this propaganda
in regards to that Israel, Palestine, that anti-Jews. No, that people, Jews, Christians, Muslims were living in peace. That people were living in peace in Palestine before this Israel. So Israel must go. Israel should have never existed. Iran doesn't recognize Israel, and I support Iran on that.
What are your thoughts on the split between people who identify as being Jewish, like those that are living there and that are Israeli, and those that are here, such as the gentleman behind me? There's a split between on what side people who identify as Jewish belong to.
The thing of that is that at the end of the day, I always feel that it's more of a diversionary tactic because it's basically just making it an us versus them. Like, are you in? Are you out? Are you a real Jew? Or are you not? Because at the end of the day, to be part of Israel is not being a true. It's not even about being Jewish by faith or anything. Because at the end of the day, when we mention of Zionism, we mention of Zionism not as a replication or representation of faith, but simply purely political. Because at the end of the day, Israel was, as much as it wanted to be founded on as for a Jewish state by the Jewish people for the Jewish people, it was never about faith. Even as we say, where we have actual rabbis, like legitimate ones to state, it has never been stated in the Torah, never been legitimized in the Torah, and if anything is actually been stated against in the Torah to even have the concept for a Jewish state.
Let alone occupying a people that was a people's.
So that way I can pick up her voice.
That was a people's land. There were people living there, Palestinians, Jews, Christians, Muslims, that all people living in peace. That regardless of what's happened to other people, that the Jews that's suffering, that doesn't mean that you can just give somebody's home to other people. That and also to use religion as a justification. That would people accept if Muslims were oppressed, and if our Holy Quran, if we claim that the Holy Quran states that we have the right to, I don't know, occupy some people's land, and we have the right to live there, would people accept that? That people would call them terrorists. They would say, these Muslim terrorists.
At the end of the day, this is not, as much as people want to make it about a religious debate or anything like that. It is basically, besides political, purely humanitarian. It's basically, in this case, not if you are for being Jewish or not being Jewish. Are you against or are you for the killing of innocent people? Because innocents are dying in this, and it should be more of a question if you are for or against that, and the answer for that should be obvious.
What should the stance of American citizens be when it comes to either supporting Israel or supporting Palestine?
Well, America first, and to support the Palestinian people. They don't even want, and I'm sorry, that man's cigarette, and he's also a Zionist, and some of the smoke, I think, got into my mouth. So we don't even have to send Palestinian people money. The tax money is going to Israel. The Palestinians just want money to not go to bomb them. That's the least they're asking for. After money has been sent to bomb them, to at least stop sending money to bomb them. That's it. At least to do that, even if we're not going to help them directly, to at least stop bombing them. Stop sending money to have them bombed.
Yes, as a stance for an American, because again, at the end of the day, people would want to say that it would not even be an issue because, why would you care as an American for it? We care as Americans because of our involvement, which honestly is through the government and not even as for the people, because it has been always through unwarranted, unwanted financial aid to Israel for, again, the systematic financing and funding for the murder for the Palestinian lives. So it should be more of a sense of wanting to know where, as a U.S. citizen, where your tax money goes to, and it's pretty much not even a well-kept secret at this point that yes, when it comes to this going on now, this war going in for for Palestine and for Israel, that yes, your tax money as a U.S. citizen is being funded to, unfortunately, end innocent lives in Palestine and in Gaza.
Any closing remarks to everyone that's watching?
And Gaza is part of Palestine, and free Palestine from the river to the sea.
Yes. As far as anything, I would say, I would feel that it's not so much it's not much of a thinker really to have on this. This is simply just a question of, again, if you care about where you as a citizen, as just a human being, is having your money, having your voice being heard on this, and if you care, again, about where this is going to, and if you care about innocent lives, or wherever it may be, all right, of where it is, right now, the pressing issue and the pressing matter is that innocent lives, yes, are being killed, are being funded by a corrupt system, a corrupt government to Gaza and Palestine. And so simply just ask yourself if you care, all right, if you care about these lives, because the same way that it's them, it could be us, it could be you, it could be me. So the same way that you would want to care for your family, for your friends, for your people, to spread some of that and to share some of that care and have some of that care for the people of Palestine.
Thank you very much to the two of you. Again, my name is AG. If you go on YouTube, you can type in Cross the Line Radio. I'll tell you again.
Yeah. I want to be able to see.
Oh, and I also wanted to say about supporting Iran. Also support Iran. I have family in Iran. Don't let my family get bombed.
Let me know again.
So it's Cross on YouTube.
I
No,
put
it's good.
everything that I put working on.
No problem. Cross the Line Radio on YouTube. Just like it's spelled. Cross the Line Radio on YouTube. And then
all one word?
Oh no, you can put it all as one word, or you can just have them separate. And then also, I'm on YouTube, Real XP Show.
Real
XP, all one word.
There we go.
Yeah.
Real XP Show.
Yes.
There we go.
AG.
Yes, I'm
Real
AG.
XP Show.
Yes, perfect.
On what again?
On YouTube, both on
Oh,
YouTube.
okay. I heard like AG.
Yeah, my name is AG.
Oh,
My abbreviation, so I just.
My bad.
No, it's okay.
Are you Puerto Rican by any chance?
On my mom's side and on my dad's mom's side is Puerto Rican.
Oh, he's Puerto Rican. I've gone to Puerto Rican. I
don't know if you can hold it or not, or.
Sorry, because I was.
Okay.
I've gone to.
I didn't know he was so on.
No, it's on.
Oh my God. Wait,
I've been going for like almost an hour now.
Please.
It's okay. I've gone to Puerto Rican parades.
There was one I think last week, to the parade and the festival.
There was one last Sunday.
Yeah, and also trying to support him as well on the outside, having support inside as well. If you can check any of them out, feel free.
Say it again. What is it?
If for any, I can't say any of them right now off the top of my head, but there has been there has been.
Bori Bori, the Bori Bori Collective, if I'm not mistaken.
Bori Collective.
Bori Collective. If I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong with that. Sorry.
I'll definitely check it out.
All right, thank
you,
again,
two of you.
Thank
Get
you.
home safe, okay?
You too.
Appreciate
You too, all right.
Thank you. But that was a good interaction. It was good to meet someone who is Iranian, so it was good to hear what they have to say. Let me see if we can just speak to maybe a few more people. If we can speak to a few more people, and then we'll just call it a night. And we'll probably be out here tomorrow or the day after. Let's see, who else can we speak to? Let's see. Everyone pretty much dispersed. There are just little small pockets of people still lingering around, hanging out. Let me see if I can get buzzing on this conversation here.
Schools and mosques and hospitals. That's why they have They have like 27 hospitals in Gaza. Gaza is the size of a town in New Jersey. Why do they need 26 hospitals? They operate military out of their hospitals. This is a fact. We found all of this.
But every government does that.
No,
Even the United
no.
States.
We don't operate out of
Let me tell you
hospitals.
something. Right here,
Yeah.
where we stand,
Yeah.
I can tell you there's a CIA office.
We're talking. Hang on.
A clandestine
There's-
office.
there's difference-
Right where we stand.
Okay, there's difference.
So
There's-
you can't tell me
there's a
that
di- all right.
in every government there's clandestine,
But that's different than an army base. I'm talking about army bases. I'm talking about army bases. Yeah, no, it's not uncommon for intelligence have to have offices all throughout the city, consulates, on different blocks. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, we do got CIA. We don't know where we got CIA. Hey, but that's what I'm saying is it's different from a military base. Hamas hides within their civilians. In fact,
they got a clandestine.
those keffiyehs that you see everybody rocking. Okay, the purpose of those, the construction of those, was to blend the terrorists with the civilian population, so you don't know who's who. That's what they want. That's evil. That is a war crime, by the way. They cannot do that. So when we kill them, when they have civilians that are getting killed, it's super sad. That sucks. But we're not targeting the civilians. We're taking out the terrorists and taking out who we need to do in order that
people get hurt.
Yeah, I know.
When you have people,
but that's
agencies working out of buildings like this, and you have you kill innocent civilians.
True. It's sad. It's not. It's we don't want them to die. We're doing the best possible. Let me hit you with a statistic. So in urban warfare, the average civilian to combatant ratio is 9 civilians to 1 combatant. So 1 terrorist, you take out 9 civilians to get 1 terrorist. That's the average in urban warfare. The history of urban warfare. Israel right now is between 1 to 1.5, maybe 1 to 2 in certain estimates. They're different estimates, but no less than 2 civilians per terrorist killed. So that's an incredible ratio. We're taking incredible measures, not indiscriminately bombing, but sacrificing our own soldiers to minimize the amount of damage, collateral damage that we do. We're feeding them aid. Who feeds their enemy? Who feeds the person that attacks them? We're sending aid into them. Hamas steals the aid and sells it on the black market to their own people. We're the ones trying to get it to them. It's not what they say it is. It's not a fucking genocide. This is a war, and in war there's civilians dying. That's terrible. But it's way different than a fucking genocide. There's none of that. None of that. If we wanted a genocide, if we wanted to genocide, how come their population increased since October, since this started? Okay, they had their casualties, but we're not trying to take them out like all of them. No, that's not it at all. We got Arabs living in Israel. Get this, there was an Arab judge in Israel that put a Jewish Israeli president, former prime minister, in jail because of an Arab Israeli that's a judge in the Knesset, which is like the Supreme Court. It's not an apartheid. You can be Arab and have a great life. The Arabs in Israel have a great life. Look up Youssef Haddad. Look up son of Hamas. One of the founders of Hamas has a son who grew up in the terrorist organization that broke free of it, and he's been the greatest, strongest voice against Hamas and Iran and all of the terrorist proxies. Yeah. God bless. Thanks for listening. God bless. Shalom.
All right, so I'm gonna call that a night. Listen, there was some pretty good energy out here. A lot of people showed up to this protest out in the Bryant Park in front of the New York Public Library. It was a good protest. They marched all throughout Manhattan. I walked so much, I probably lost like 20 pounds. I lost some weight, trying to get right for the summer, and this was a good way to do it. But listen, I'm AG. This is Cross the Line Radio, hosted by Captains Tazariak and Kataza. Also, the XP show you can find on YouTube at Real XP Show on YouTube. And with that, I'm going to say we out.